Hey guys, welcome to J Plays. I am Iceman, and this is my next devblog in my series of videos for my work on Nanatama Chronicle of Dungeon Maker, or as I like to call it, Dungeon Maker 3 for the Sony PSP. In this devblog number, let me see, I think we're up to like 19 now, I think. Yep, 19. Again, quite a considerable amount of work has gone on with the game. Now everything up to day number 26. Can't believe we're up to 26 now. So this covers everything up to day 26. I mean, this depends on what you do in the game though. But I've translated everything up until day 26, and including the morning. Oh, actually, I should say for day 25. But for day 26, I've done the morning portion as well. So, what does that cover? Oh my god, a lot. Let me look back on my notes. Okay, so the previous one covered up to day number 23, I think. So mainly what's been done, some initial extra quests that you get in the game. So there's a quest that you get to recover a cave skin. I mean, not a cave snake skin, sorry. Which is like a enemy that appears on the 3rd level. You would have seen me do that. Actually, you probably would have seen me fight it and get the skin in the previous video. But the text for completing it was still in Japanese, so that's been done. You can now complete it, which actually gets you a item bag upgrade. So once you have completed that one, the item bag then goes up to page 3. So you can get 3, which apparently is like 30 slots of items or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So yeah, 30 slots of items. That's the main upgrade you get from that. You also get a new spell by the name of Cyclone. So this one's Cyclo. I haven't tested that yet. But yeah, but that's one of the ones that you get. Some extra drops from enemies. Emerald ring. The journal entry for getting spells has now been translated, so if you happen to play this after this version and you pick up a spell, at least the word learned and the quotations will be in English now. The bit in the middle, depending on if you play ahead of where I've translated up to, you might still see that in a bit in Japanese. Some monster research related stuff's been translated in the game. Let me see, where's camera? Damn it. Okay, so this one's been translated again. I'm limited by the space that I have, so unfortunately where the letters are lining up isn't as good as it can be. Sometimes I have lots of letters spare, and then I can make it nice looking. This time around though, no, unfortunately. Some extra items that unlock one extra item that now unlocks after you complete one of the VV's quests that she gives you. You get a new item at the shop the following day, which is the magic juice, which if you've played the previous 2 Dungeon Maker games, this is a common item used quite a bit that restores 50 MP. So that's now done and in English. So if you play this one, you can play it and with that and being in English. Some of the extra monster drops that happen on the 3rd floor, which is leather buckler and longsword, have been translated. Bandit mail, Rafflesia nectar, and snake fang have been translated. Rafflesia, which is the actually first kind of boss in the game. Now, I don't have footage of that, unfortunately, because I've already played through that myself for translation purposes. But Rafflesia is this one. So, if you fulfill the conditions and you place a garden room on the 2nd floor, I think it is, then Rafflesia will appear after some time, after you beat it, then you finally have beaten your first grade A monster. And if you have 15 monsters researched after that, there's a conversation that happens and you get the next permit grade. And permits in this particular game are the thing that limits how many floors that you can do up to. So where I played up to, you finally get access to another stairways, which makes you build up to 5 levels. I haven't built anything of the 4th or 5th level yet. But the text for that stuff is translated, so if you go to this shop, here's a conversation only just translated, by the way. Moon mats. A suit of armor that lacks moonlight. I tried making moon materials. Make use of them. Moon R for corners and Fount for 2D SM. Fount is the fountain room, which if you're familiar with the previous 2 games, is a common thing you'll be using all the time. Well, I made them. Yeah, so those things are translated in the shop. So if you go here, go to the shop, you can get all those things. You can even buy yourself a fountain if you want to, if you've reached that point in the game. But anyway, so yeah, as I said, Rathleisure is translated. And I've done the morning portion for this day. So on day 26, I've done the morning. Because on this one, after you get the next permit, which is G permit, G class permit I think it is. Let me double check. Yeah, G class. Because if you can see here, right around there, if you can see my mouse cursor, that indicates what your current permit grade is. So I can build floors up to the fifth floor. Now, the fact that I can go all the way to the 5th floor, that's a big jump. Because in the Dungeon Maker games, most of the time, well, for the main game stuff is only to the 10th. And then if you go from 11 to 20th, that counts as the end game content. So yeah, so all that stuff, anyway, up until that point is done. Anyway, so if you play until this point in the game, basically everything's translated in the town. The only thing I haven't done still, just like in the previous video, I haven't done all the dungeon advice ones. I mean, most of them are, except for 1, 2, 3, 4. So just those haven't been, but basically everything else that you can possibly encounter in the game is now in English, so that's a big deal. Anyway, so let's show you some of what goes on in the game as of this point in time. So if you play up to the point where I've translated up to, so you just got your G class permit. Now, by the way, this is my first visit to the dungeon since I did that, so there's a possibility of running into Japanese text that I haven't got to yet because I haven't explored to this point yet. But anyway, I'll show you some content. So if you've got your dungeon up to habitat level 3, you can jump into the dimension door place, which is this device that lets you play through a dungeon. It's not, unfortunately, it's not randomly generated. It's the same exact layout every time, and once you've looted the stuff, it's looted forever, which sucks. At least till the point in the game that I've played up to, I haven't seen anything of mystery dungeons. It does mention them though in this bit over here. So see my mouse cursor there. Mystery 3. Oh, it does actually count. Okay, I take that back actually. So yeah, so that is... Yeah, so it sucks you don't have the randomly generated dungeons. That would add a bit more flexibility, you know, and randomness to the game. But anyway, anytime you want to level up your orb characters, this place is your best place to go. It's also a good place to get extra items and things. Because you want to, you know, try and get the best loot that you can on every visit, you know, so that you get plenty of money to invest in things. Now this time around I'm going to show you a bit of all 3 levels that I've got. So this might be a bit of a longer video. Let's see. By the way, that snake is what drops the snake skin, which is what you need for that quest. if you're playing that portion of the game at the moment. And it drops it sometimes. But basically, the higher in habitat level that your dungeon is, the more levels there will be that you'll have access to in this place that we're in right now. The Dimension Door place. We actually managed to get some snakes again, just then. That's the quest item. So basically, the higher in habitat level you get your dungeon, the better the monsters will be in the ruin section of the place. This is where we are right now, so this is the ruins. And basically, as you go through the game, as your dungeon gets deeper and deeper, you'll gain access to new areas in this section. So, if you remember a couple of videos back, the only enemy there would have been is this enemy right here, which is the Elrians, or whatever they are. But now, because my dungeon goes up to habitat level 3, now we get stray dogs, poison bugs, and these grey slimes. As you can see, they're level 11 and 12. And yet, your character doesn't go up in level though, but your orb characters do. I look forward to eventually being able to explore more of this place. So one of the good things about making this translation, as a fan of the games myself, I get to play it first and get to see what content there is. If you're wondering what I'm currently trying to do, I'm trying to get a bunch of side quests done, and I'm trying to gain access to the wind dimension. I haven't found what floor that happens on yet. I'll even get my own list up. What I'm doing in the game. Like, as in my in quotations, playthrough. So I'm currently trying to find a hold plant that is found in weather vanes in habitat level 1, so I'm making weather vanes on the first floor. I need to find a poison fruit tree, which is found at fruit tree rooms near trash dumps, habitat level 2, so I'm building those on the second floor. And I think I just actually my new one. My main quest is to register 30 monsters and 1 A-class monster. And also I need to get the bronze armor. Yeah, a new quest I just literally got was to find and defeat a bronze armor which is found in moon areas. I don't know if it's a main quest or a little side quest, that one. But it was Elena who gives that one. So if you can see that icon on the map down there, around here. Those are weather vane rooms. That's what you need to get the hold plant. Well, that's what apparently is what will do it. I haven't found any yet, so that's unconfirmed, but it's what people have been telling me, the NPCs. I'm currently converting this level over to wind. Everyone is difficult, that particular enemy. One of the new ones that's added in Nanatama. Just figured out a better way of fighting those guys, that enemy. Just running around it. By the way, some extra stuff that's been translated, some titles that you'll get, one extra title. So currently 3 of the titles that I've been able to gain 3 of the titles. Fighter, which is this one once you beat 50 monsters. Prominent, which is once you beat 500 monsters. And DM, which is Dungeon Maker, once you have a dungeon that has over 100 plus in rating. That's how the first floor looks. Now onto the second one. On the second one, I'm doing a quest, or side quest, to, let me see, find poison fruit trees. Oh, my character's a bit exhausted at the moment. I just noticed his HP's down a lot. So this is another stage where I've been trying to convert it over. Well, actually, this one's already fully wind. But it doesn't look like this is one of the ones where you can go to the wind dimension, or wind ruins or whatever, from here. So I'll show you the room that allows you to teleport in a sec. You have to be on the right level though. Or at least I think. I'm not certain. Level up. Again, as I say often, you can already see the game is now far more playable than like if you were to play the straight up, just standard Japanese version. For the amount of content that's been translated, you should, even if you just started a new character now, you'd be able to play this game for at least a week or so, of actual proper, an actual really a week, which is pretty good. Still got a long way to go, but it's coming along very well. Yes, it would look better if I had variable width fonts and stuff, But hey, I don't know that stuff, so like, I'm happy with how things are. So it's on this floor, by the way, that you fight Rafflesia, which is one of the first bosses in the game. Not too hard. So the room that allows you to go to the different dimension places is coming up. So that is this room. So every time I come up to this, I can't teleport. So I'm guessing that maybe you can't go to the dimension from this floor. If anyone actually who does play the demos does actually manage to get to the wind dimension, please tell me how you get there. I'd love to see the content. So you need one of these types of rooms to lure in Rafflesia, the boss plant thing. So nothing new encountered. And here's the floor that I'm working on at the moment. Trying to build it up. Now, by the way, you're probably going to see some Japanese. Yep, thought as much. So that's the fountain, I think. Yep. Very familiar if you've played the previous two games. So obviously what I just showed you then needs to be translated. I'll get onto that later. Ooh, new item. Okay. As you can see, like, as you go to the more of the floors, this is where you start encountering more new things, new loot, more stuff to translate. So this room I'm in now, if you get as far as having the quest to try and get the cave snake skin, this is the room you want to make. I think the game was giving me a slight audio cue there that my health was getting low. So one of the other types of rooms I gained access to... Do I have any corner rooms? Yes, I do. Alright, so one of them I got access to was the moon room. So we placed the fountain room. The moon room... Also, this needs to be translated. But that's this one. Ooh! Nice. Okay. Very different. Okay. No, when did I take a key? So as you can see, the game is very much in a playable state, as I've been saying. So the current bit I'm in, there's a elevator down this way. And you need some kind of wind spirit, so I haven't found where the hell that is. Currently searching for it. So one of these floors has a portal to the wind realm, and that is where you get the wind spirit. If I said water spirit, I meant to say wind spirit. Anyway, I won't bore you with the rest. So anyway, so that is the current state of things. I bet you if I go down, there'll probably be more conversations in Japanese because I haven't explored these ones. Yep. Very long conversation. Okay. So just that one so far. Oh, that's good, only the professor by the look of it. Ah! That's probably for the... bronze armor. That's what I'm trying to say when I'm not getting tongue-tied. Alright, anyway, so I just wanted to show you all that stuff to give you a taste of where things are currently at with the game. As you can see, very much playable. So if you played the latest demo, you will be able to play up to where I've translated up to. Obviously, if you go and do things I didn't do, if you manage to find the wind dimension, whatever it is, then you've gone to places I haven't yet, so that won't be translated. Or if you are using weapons that I haven't been using, I've been using the club, the bow, and the longsword stuff. So if you're using like daggers, spears, or anything else, then the abilities you gain from that I will not have seen, but you're more than welcome to send me screenshots of what happens when you look at them, like in the stat screens and stuff, and I'd be happy to take that and translate it. Alright? As I always say, if you want to support the project, firstly, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Jump on Patreon if you want to support the project as well. That's an option. If you know anything about implementing variable width fonts, or extracting images from data.dat files and stuff like that, then sure, I would appreciate the help immensely. Alright, anyways, hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I will see you guys in the next devblog. Guys, have a good one.